Hi, this is Melissa, and who's this?
Hey.
Say, Haley. Haley?
Hey.
This is Haley, my helper today. Today we're going to teach you how to make your own homemade almond milk. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 1 cup of raw almonds, and we're going to put it in 4 cups of filtered water, and we're going to soak it preferably 8 hours to overnight. Alright. Okay, these are some almonds that we soaked yesterday, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go rinse this water off. By soaking your almonds, this helps get rid of the phytic acid in the nuts, which makes it harder to digest. So we want to go rinse all that off, and then we'll be ready. Okay, now we're going to add all of our ingredients. What we're going to do is we're going to have our soaked almonds that we've rinsed off. Then we're going to have 4 cups of new, fresh, filtered water. And we like to sweeten ours, this is completely optional, and give it some vanilla flavor. And we use about 4 or 5 dates. You could use less, you could use more. You could use maple syrup, natural sugar like Sweetened, or just leave it unsweetened if you'd like. And we also like to add some vanilla. And this makes it much healthier than the almond milks that you buy at the store. We used to buy that because we thought it was healthier. And then we started reading on the ingredients and we said, oh my goodness, it's full of all sorts of junk. And so we don't want to do that. This is much healthier, but you will have to use it up in a few days because it will go bad because it doesn't have all those preservatives. So, okay, Haley, you ready to help? Okay. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to get our almonds. You want to put the almonds in there?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Alright. And then we're going to add our water. Ready? Okay. And now we're going to add our dates. You want to put the dates in there? Good. And then we're going to add our vanilla.
My ear splashes.
It splashes? It's okay. Okay, you ready? Alright. And you can add more or less of vanilla if you want, depending on how you like it. Or you could even do a different extract or almond extract or something like that. So, okay, you ready? Now we're going to put the lid on. Oh, hold on. Okay. You ready? And now we're just going to, you can use a Vitamix, that'll work a lot quicker. We just have a regular blender, so we're just going to push liquefy. And we're going to blend it until all the almonds are ground up as finely as possible. That way you get all of the milk out of the almonds. So go ahead and push it. Probably got it ground up about as good as it can be. Alright. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to strain out the almond meal that's left over, all those bits of ground up almonds and a little bit of dates. So we just have the milk. Now if you really wanted to, you could not strain it. If you were, say, to do it in a smoothie and you didn't mind that it had all those bits of almond meal, you could do that. But if you're wanting it for drinking, you're really going to want to strain out the almond milk because you're not going to want to drink it. It's going to sink down to the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this little strainer here, and then we're going to take a cheesecloth. You could use an old t-shirt or whatever you have that's going to strain it finely. And now we're going to pour a little bit at a time. Okay, and now we're going to, hold on, we're going to lift it all up so we don't spill anything out the edges. And now we're going to squeeze it all out. Alright, this is the fun part, right, Haley? Alright, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Okay. I like to get every last drop out as much as possible. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go take all this almond meal that's left in here, which is going to be just like dry little ground up almonds. You want to try some? She likes to try some of that. And we're going to save that. Some people throw it out. We don't want to do that. We want to save it. We don't want to waste anything. You can use this almond meal in, we've added it to brownies. And you don't want to add too much because it will make it crumbly, but we like to add it to brownies. You can add it to muffins instead of having to do chopped nuts. You can have this. I haven't tried it in granola, but you might be able to do that. And any other, I made a homemade coconut macaroons before, like a raw coconut macaroon, and we've used the almond meal as well. And if you grind it up a little finer, it's sort of like almond flour. So we will save that, and we're going to set all that aside and finish straining this, and we'll be back in a minute. Now another tip that I've heard that you can do if you're short on time and you forget to soak your almonds the night before, I haven't actually done it yet because I've always just tried to soak it the night before, is you can just go take your almonds and your water and all your ingredients and just blend it up right then when you need it. It's not going to be it's not going to be as healthy doing it that way because it's not going to take out that phytic acid. But if you're short on time, it's a nice quick way to go make your almond milk if you want to. We like to use our almond milk in granola for breakfast, like a homemade granola, and in smoothies. Sometimes just a nice little treat, have a nice cold glass of almond milk. We really like it like that. And some people, if you'd like, you want it a little creamier or richer, you can use half or maybe a little bit less water, like maybe 3 cups of water. And if you want it more watery, you can add more water. It's just however you like it. But 1 cup of nuts to 4 cups of water is pretty much the way we like it, and it's actually even frothy, sort of like milk when you first blend it up, and it's really thick and creamy. You can use it in coffee or tea if you want to. It's not going to taste quite the same because it's basically water-based, so it's not going to have that creamy, rich taste that milk would. But it's a nice, quick way if you ever run out of milk at the store, or if you have your own cows and you have your own fresh milk and you need it for something, you can go and make it right away if you need to, or just have it in the fridge as a milk alternative. It's not going to cook the same way as milk would, though. If you use it in recipes, you're not going to have the same properties, and you're not going to be able to use it the same way. Just substitute it for milk. But it is a nice, good beverage to have, something healthy. Well, the best thing to do with your almond milk is to drink it. So you guys want to help me taste it? Oh, okay, you ready? Let's see, what do we think? Is that good? Oh, Preston's drinking it all. Is it good? Do you like it? Now, it tastes much better in the fridge. It's not very good when you just first make it. But put it in the fridge, and it's going to be really good. So, all right, everybody. Tell everybody thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Is it good?